what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Welcome to the program. Hey, welcome to the program. Hey, welcome to the program. Hey, welcome to Let's Go Live with Lamont King. I am Lamont King, and we are now live. Let's go. Oh, the wrong one. Let's go. Let's go. Broadcasting live from the newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Appreciate you, Lord Jamar. You're not a mean. This is something like a podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Each and every Monday through Friday, Lord willing, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. Shout out to everybody watching right now on the West Coast and worldwide. It's how it goes down. Trending topics, celebrity interviews, hilarious commentary, and interesting people, man. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Something like a podcast. There's some live programs on right now that aren't as enjoyable. Yes, I just must say that. There's some programs that you can go pull up that were pre-recorded that aren't as enjoyable, but it's all good. We function and we thrive from viewer support by viewers like you. And if you want to get in on that, help build this operation, $ Lamont King 06 is where you can do it. You know, the funds go to pay for stuff like our constant contact. I got like 10,000 emails, old and new. It goes to internet because you got to get our G's up, got to get your bandwidth heavy. And the streaming, got to pay for the streaming. And the guests, and our guest, our bureau chief, that's the new title, John Watson, our bureau chief, All Fun and Games Friday. He's our New York bureau chief. I saw that on the news the other day. I was like, nah, we need a bureau chief. And then our executive producer, Mr. Clarkson, and Studio G, down the hall, just across the way. So yeah, that's what your support goes to. Peanut Gallery, what up? Good to see y'all. Again, no shout outs. If you ain't bring nobody, no shout outs. First timers, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, John Watson's our New York bureau chief. I was watching CNN and they went to somebody, it was clearly in their living room. And it was like, now to our bureau chief, our Washington bureau chief. And I was like, how? What bureau? and chief, how? That's what I want to. I love it though. I like that. It sounds official. I was like, he's in his living room. Is the bureau because he got the dresser in the back? First one, ladies and gentlemen. The punchlines, they just be. It's a live show, so you be like, oh man, did he write that down? No, I didn't. All right, anyway, good to see y'all. Drunken Fruit is in the building. Please visit their website and put that up one more time. For any questions, I'm telling you, holiday bundles is moving. Great gift idea. You ain't got to do nothing. You don't have to do anything but be a hero once you send your friends or relatives one of these gift baskets. Just be a hero. That's it. You don't have to do anything, literally. Pay for it. And when it's delivered, just, they're going to FaceTime you. Oh, how did you know? It's alcohol. I knew. Okay. So you can be the hero this holiday season. All right. I'm a little scatterbrained, back and forth. I missed the show this week. Did I miss a show? Was that yesterday? No, we had a show yesterday, but I missed one of these weeks. So I'm doing some things, tiny DIY, man. We over here finishing up on a project, a rental property, man. It's coming together. Y'all can get the pictures in the video, but it's real sexy. But the contractor I'm dealing with, there's a new one. We came across him, we found him, and you get what you pay for. So some things you can live with, some things aren't deal breakers. And you coming over to the complex where the unit is located to start drilling and sawing at 5:20 p.m. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. It may be against the HOA, but I don't have a problem with it. So you get what you pay for. So I've been running, ripping and running. And also, man, I don't know if you peeped the color scheme, man. I feel like a patriot today. I'm feeling something like a patriot. My man called me, Veterans Day. We talked yesterday. He's a veteran of foreign wars. You know what I mean? He's going to send you something. Check your mail tomorrow. I was like, oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, sidebar. Today's episode is, this week is brought to you by our good friends over at 2A. 2A, where the slogan is, what time is it? For me, it's 2A. Well, in fact, it's always 2A. You'll get it later. Don't worry about it. So he sent me a mail. He sent me a package, and it just came to the studio just now before I came in. I know that's loud. Let's see what it is. I told myself I'm gonna start. This is a live show, so you got to experience what I be experiencing. So we're gonna start doing stuff in real time, and not really, worrying about judgment or scrutiny, because we don't do scrutiny here. What time is it? 2A. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I can put it with the collection. That's nice. That's nice. All right. Enough of that. What a gift. What a gift. Nice. All right. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a few things. Some things came across my situation, my desk. About your man's extended stay, like not wanting to leave, like the president. And I've been seeing these clips online, and I think even the things that we see that's trickery, I think there's a bigger thing happening. I really do. That's just my gut feeling. Because I see these clips online of people, in the street. You can't really tell who's harassing who, but the Trumpers or whatever still going at it with people in the street, and they all saying the same thing. And I was like, after like the third one today, I was like, well, that's kind of weird. The one dude was like, yeah, just wait. And I was like, and I went to another clip, and dude was in a pickup truck, and he was harassing this young girl. She was like, you're 40. I'm a teenager. And he was in her face. He was like, touch me on some middle school shit. He was like, touch me. If you wouldn't, I would. And so she was like, you just mad cause you lost, right? And he like, you think so? I was like, okay, wait a minute. Number 2. And then the third one I seen, they was arguing. It was like a couple was arguing back and forth, and the lady was like, "It's not over," and I was like, "Yo, what is it that they know that we don't know?" And it's just, yeah, and so your man is firing people, and putting newer people in place and really going on about it like, we talked about what Pompeo said the other day about, with the transition is going to happen right into his second term. He wasn't tongue in cheek, but your man is really carrying on like nothing is happening. Nothing is going on. And I was like, wow, what in the extended stay is going on here? Is this whole thing sponsored by Homewood Suites? Like our whole experience right now. When you really don't want to leave, that should be the commercial. When you don't want to leave, John Watson, our New York bureau chief, said, nice letter opener. Yes, it is a nice letter and a paperweight at the same time. It's a paperweight. It's a paperweight. Yeah, it's a paperweight. All right, let's get to it. I saw something interesting. So, all right, let's talk, man. Let's talk turkey, man. It's Thursday. At the end of the week, you got a chance to get the first 3 days right and be all on your best behavior. Thursday is kind of you can be a little weird about things. Keke Palmer got the internet in a tizzy. I don't know if you saw this. I would love to hear your opinion on this because I don't know. I could go either way for me. Maybe this will spark some discussion. Put the phone number up in case you want to call in and talk smart. But Keke Palmer put out a tweet. And a lot of times, the more jobs you get and the higher your profile, you got to scale back, tweeting your every thought. Because whether they land or make sense, it don't matter. It's always going to be half of the people are going to agree, half are going to disagree. And especially if you're in a high profile. I didn't know she was on Good Morning America. But especially when you're in that position, like right now, I ain't nobody, so I can pretty much tweet recklessly and get away with it. But when you that high profile, let's get to what she said because it could go either way. There's some people who be like, oh, that's a bougie elitist mindset, what she just said, and then there's other people like, well, no, that actually kind of makes sense. So I'm gonna get to the story real quick, and spoiler alert, she cleaned it up very, very well. So we're going to get to that too. All right, let's read through this. Let me put it on the big screen so you can see it. Mr. Clarkson says, regardless, his term ends on January 20th. I don't know. See, everybody got jokes. Brock says evictions are nothing new, even in the White House. Sure, he's doing everything he can not to leave peacefully, but whether he wants to or not, whether officially or physically, he will end up sitting on that White House on that white couch on the White House lawn. All right, I guess. All right, so let's get into this Keke Palmer joint because I still got some commentary for that. All right, so Keke Palmer, this is what she said. Let me get to it. I ain't gonna waste time. She's facing major backlash after tweeting that food stamps should only work on healthy items. All right, so from the headline, you could be like, what do you mean? How dare you? That's bourgeoisie. That's elitist. That's blah, blah, blah. People were like, imagine hating poor people that much. You're rich. You can. All right, let's read what she actually said. So this morning, this is what she tweeted. Imagine if your EBT card could only work on healthy items. All right, so some things, right? Let's argue both sides of this point. All right, if you're rich and you're currently not on EBT, nor have you ever been, you can't really make the jokes. Now, I'm assuming that she's never been. I don't know. But if you're currently rich, you can't really do that because it comes off as slanderous and condescending, right? And people in a position lesser than you, they're not having that. So that wasn't a good look. However, if it was just a fleeting thought that crossed your mind, it came through your head, you got to do what I do sometimes. Think it twice, write it 3 times, and then post. All right. This one was like one of them things like, damn, that's funny. You think in your head, like, damn, that's kind of funny. I wonder what would happen, blah, blah, blah. So not much thought. She immediately got what do you call pushback? EBT, the article goes, this is from BuzzFeed. EBT, also known as food stamps or SNAP, is a government-run program that gives individuals with low incomes a small budget every month to buy groceries. This is an exciting, well-written article. And the idea that the government should control what EBT recipients are allowed to buy as a talking point often made by conservatives who would like to see the program either reduced or cut entirely. I can't agree with that. Trump, for example, has proposed getting rid of EBT and replacing it with preset boxes of food in which the recipient has no choice in what they get. Okay, I don't agree with that either. But so listen. This is people clapping back to Kiki. I'm not going to read all of them, but everybody was really going at her on her head, literally. So I got to ask, man, what y'all think about this? So on one hand, I get the scorn, right? How dare you? Who are you to make fun of EBT? But she wasn't really making fun. So let's go back to how she wrote it, because I think that's key too. People lose context on social media, which is a terrible thing. Imagine if your EBT card could work on healthy items, could only work. That means that, and I'm not going to speak for her, but I could see where she could have meant, long term, that could be a thing, right? Well, you can't necessarily, I don't know if this is a conservative mindset or somebody that's thinking long term. Like me, I've been on EBT. I got the card in my wallet right now. I hit rock bottom. A close friend of mine, former friend of mine, told me, I was like, I didn't even know dudes could get on it. She was like, yes. And I went through the paperwork. I wasn't making but $200 a year. And I got on that joint for 2 months. It gave me a little balance or whatever. And I was like, wow, this is fascinating, right? So I'm speaking from a standpoint of somebody who's been on the joint. I had an independence card. So I say all that to say, we talk about health and, food deserts and the health of the black man and poor eating choices and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of time that argument comes out wrong, flat out. It comes out wrong. Whenever that point is argued, oftentimes it comes out condescending. But what about for the person who's on the receiving end, and it's like, yeah, that would help me out a lot if those things that I need to live a long life, so I won't have to be on pills and medication in my older years. What if those things were the things I can get with the EBT? So one, it would force me to eat healthier and have a higher survival rate and compete with my white peers who've been able to afford to eat healthy all for generations. And two goes back to one. What if that was the only reason? So I kind of get it, but people are so quick to go to the trigger. So they went so far as, let me show you how far this went. So Twitter was on her head all morning. People saying, the problem is they got food deserts and we need to get healthy food by making the food more available in neighborhoods, and you're rich, so you can't blah, 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 blah. So what do you mean poor people can't have a Snickers when they want it? Imagine being super wealthy and corporations actually paid. Imagine if the super wealthy and corporations actually paid workers a living wage. So now y'all going on this whole philosophical, esoterical discussion on the economy and minimum wage, when I don't think that's where she was going. So let me tell you how this played out. A few commenters reminded Kiki that healthy foods often come with a higher price tag. If you're living on a tight monthly food budget, the cost of fresh meat and produce could be prohibitive, and they're hard to stretch out over a few weeks. Cool. We get it. We understand that. So let me show you how it, so later on, she said, to clarify, my tweet was pertaining to issues with healthy foods being too expensive and thinking it should be free for those with EBT cards. Now, here it is. She's flushing it out. That's a hell of an idea. This was not a suggestion, she goes on, for solving all low-income issues, solely a hopeful solution for those with EBT that want to run it up with meat and produce. So here's a smooth one. So this is why Kiki Palmer's a smart one. So she asks Kamala Harris. She says, hey, Kamala Harris, I know you just started, but me and my friends, still referring to people that were bashing her as her friend. She's smart. She got a good PR team. Me and my friends were talking about it, and we think EBT cards should swipe free on all items considered healthy. So I like that. I like how she was able to turn it around. And let's go live now to Studio G and welcome in our executive producer, Mr. Clarkson. Good to see you.
What's going on? Let me see. I'm gonna sneak in, drop down off this big screen and go here. There,
Okay.
bet. Let's get it.
Here we go.
So, bro,
What side are you on in that? Was that condescending or was that or a breakthrough?
breakthrough is
Okay.
very much so yes and right. So I've actually written a paper on this. I actually wrote a thesis on this. So here's the problem, right? Being someone in education who's taught in lower economic areas, right? We know that unfortunately many of the parents and that they are on EBT. Hell, I was on EBT. I'm a Hurricane Katrina survivor. When I got to Maryland, they dropped me with EBT. You know, my son was very young. That was the life, right? Once again, didn't have a job. So, hey, you on EBT, right? So this is the problem. On the EBT budget, right? 81%, close to 85% of the food that you can buy is known for causing cancer, obesity, diabetes, asthma, kidney diseases, and also are connected to a lot of developmental problems. So there's a real clear line here. A lot of kids who suffer from have IEPs or 504 plans that are inside of inner city, more than likely, and this is messed up, are on some of their family is on EBT. So literally the food that they eating is literally destroying them inside. It's messing up their cognitives. So it's like, we say health is wealth. Well, how you gonna get rich if you eating poor food?
Right.
And of course, we know these food deserts that exist. So that's the other issue as well too. So I get what she's doing, but it tastes good though. I get what she's doing, but her phrasing was all wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a thought, and that's how people get caught up with tweets. Is that was a thought,
right?
And you didn't rewrite it in a way in which protected you. You just shot it out there, and that never works. Rarely does that work.
Yeah, she need a PR team to kind of structure that a little bit, because let's say, for example, let's be real, you can't buy Harris Teeter top top brand, high quality, healthy food with only a minimum amount of food. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're on that EBT life, you freezing milk. You freezing bread. So you're doing the best you can, to really kind of work with all that stuff that you got. So I'm really not sure if that's what's going on. And then of course the other thing too is that our government is no longer in the business of producing food. They just be like, well, here's some money, figure it out.
Yeah, right.
For what it's worth, you can get crab legs on EBT.
Yeah, now, yeah, I've seen that.
Right. So
gluten-free crab
gluten-free crab legs and everything. You can get premium choice. So I want her to be a little bit more cognizant of how she presents those arguments, because they can come across elitist, even though it sounds like somebody that does care.
Now, I like the turn at the end where she directed it at the vice president-elect to make it seem like, well, maybe this could be one of your issues that you attack. I do like that. That was clever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because she's stuck. She's stuck, right? And I'm a believer in my heart of hearts that one of her homegirls called her and was like, "Hey, girl."
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
One of her homegirls who's still on EBT.
No, she don't got no homegirls on EBT.
I guarantee she from South Central. I guarantee it.
Really?
I guarantee, because it's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's just a personalized economy thing. I'm gonna tell you, in LA. So you know what the number one hustle was that I had to learn, and I had to a white dude taught me. This is a true story. John Watson, take notes. True story.
Oh.
The number one hustle in LA for people in production, in the production industry, unemployment.
Nice.
That's the number one hustle. A white guy. I'm on a production gig, so they last 2 or 3 days, right? So you're doing let's say your favorite commercial that you saw. What's the one that I worked on? Allstate, Dennis Haysbert.
Sure.
So that's Allstate, Stan.
My warm voice makes people feel safe.
Are you in good hands? So that 2 seconds is 18 hours worth of work for the production crew.
Okay.
Maybe half an hour for him. So you got a pre-day, shoot day, and a post day. I got to drive all over in LA in a white box truck, pick up camera equipment, trash cans, brooms, chairs, all this.
Right.
We set it up for 12 hours one day, and then the next day we take it back, right? So the production coordinator, he pulls me in. He was like, all right, so what you got next? I was like, y'all got any jobs next week? Nah, we off for a couple weeks. So I'm going to just get my check, and then we'll probably see you at the end of the month. And I was like, well, check for what? He's like, unemployment. And I was like, how you get unemployment? Because I was green. I didn't know anything.
Right.
I had never done that before. I was like, how you get unemployment? He said, well, the job stopped. I didn't quit. So the job ended. So it wasn't because of anything I did.
You were just laid off?
Pretty much, right. And he's the coordinator. He's the one that handled the 400. I seen the budgets, the $400,000 budget to get the commercial shot, where he paid himself. I've seen the line items. I'm in the trailer. He teaching me the game, and he's still getting unemployment. All of the directors, camera operators, the grips, the producers, they all file for unemployment in between gigs.
Yo.
And that's the industry. Well, at least that was. This is 2010. This was so when I left. Yeah, that's what it was. So when I left in 2010, who knows? Yeah. But so I say all that to say, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a homegirl that's on ABT.
By need or by hustle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Good grief, man.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, it's a decent comment. It comes from a good place, but we dealing with food deserts, and food and food deserts are way higher than anywhere. Like like the same can of like soup on Alabama Southeast is literally like a 20% markup out in Glendale.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
So I don't know how people win.
So maybe that could be a thing. That could be the vice president always has like some project. I remember Laura Bush was reading, and Michelle Obama was getting the vending machines out of schools, and
so they have become Dr. Jill Biden's initiative as a first lady.
Oh, first lady, right. First lady. Well, yeah. So why did she? I wonder why she added Kamala.
Because we black, I'm black.
Okay. Yeah. She had me confused for a second. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's the first lady's job, not the vice president.
Yeah, she tried to homegirl hook up.
True.
Let me tweet black, since black Twitter's coming after me.
Yeah,
I'll be good.
Oh man, they crushed her. But yeah, but that's cool, man. I appreciate that perspective, man. As always.
Nah problem.
How things looking in Studio G? Everything's
good. Hold on for a second. Roland, are you good? Roland's up here eating all the fruit off the fruit tray again. He said, please save time for him.
Okay, will do.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
All right, boss. Mr. Clarkson from Studio G. All right, next story. Oh, I wanted to say something. Hey, John, not John Watson, but the other John. I see you said High Point. How did you yes. You got a good eye there, John. All right, next story. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it. All right. Who was that? What artist was I just imitating? Keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. For you smart ones. All right. Let me delete that. Go to the next story. Yeah. So this is just real quick. I'm gonna spend too much time on this one. So I was thinking about I'm still thinking about your people who really played up to the other side in the weeks leading up to the election, and had all these opinions, and at least they talked with us. At least they talked with us. He's gonna give us $500 billion. Who? Where? The man said Mexico was gonna pay for the wall. Ain't seen their peso. Ain't laid one brick. He also said, I wanted to go over this story because when it happened, your man tried to flex on TikTok. Y'all remember that? In August, by September 14th. Shut it down. Shut it down. Man, ain't nothing happened. Y'all man. You got some cousins, man, that just, he gonna do it because he He done did more for if he do it, he say, look at all the executive orders he done signed. Man, I don't mean nothing. The dude is a fluff art. He's a fluffer on a porn set. He just get you hype and don't be in no scenes. All right, look. So here's the story. It's from TheVerge.com. U.S. government says it won't enforce TikTok shutdown after court ruling. The courts said it can't happen. He tried. I don't know if you remember, man. He literally said it was because TikTok was owned by a Chinese company and he was having a little trade war with them. He was like, all right, we'll shut down TikTok because y'all got user information and data on U.S. citizens and it's a national security threat and blah, blah, blah. Y'all got to September 14th. And who tried to buy it? I forgot who tried to buy it, but they shot that down. Microsoft. And then Oracle ended up buying a portion of it along with Walmart. But the Chinese company that owns it, that created it or whatever. All right, my G's, hold up. Y'all see me? I was freezing for a minute. The Chinese company that owns it still owns half of it. So they got all the back end information. So nothing really happened. Let's read this. Because he was talking tough. And this is what we were trying to tell y'all, how much he bluffs. And it's just a bag of empty, he's a windbag of empty promises. All right, the U.S. Commerce Department says it will not enforce an order that would have forced video sharing platform TikTok to shut down, according to the Wall Street Journal. The government cited an injunction from a federal judge in Pennsylvania last month who wrote that the Commerce Department had likely overstepped its authority when it tried to ban transactions on the platform. So they put a little halt on new users. So let's say around September when they was getting all this publicity, you was like, oh, I ain't on TikTok. Let me get on that joint. They had a little halt. Early September, no new users, right? While they figured this out. Nothing happened. The government cited concerns about national security as TikTok is owned by Beijing-based ByteDance. According to an unpublished rule from the Commerce Department, the agency is complying with the terms of the judge's ruling. Its prohibition of TikTok transactions has been enjoined and will not go in effect pending further legal development. So basically, they wide open to do whatever they want in America, Jack. And you can't do nothing about it because the courts beat you on that. All that tough talk, Tony, is shut TikTok down. But some of your black cousins was really gonna believe that the platinum plan, he about to cut checks. Get out of here, man. He's a showman, a charlatan. Like the worst kind of he the bad business deal Bobby. Like, get out of here, man. John Watson, you had the correct answer. It was ODB. No, Mr. Clarkson, you have the correct answer. It was Method Man. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Yeah, you're right. It was Method Man. I stand corrected. Forgot what song I was doing. All right, so what's the scoop on Sonia Snow says, hey, welcome, Sonia Snow. Haven't seen that name before. Newcomer, appreciate you. What's the scoop on the Roland joke every day? It's not really a joke. Roland is standing by to be a guest on the show to, punditry, talking head, if you will, commentary. And it's just a lot of times, so much moving parts to the show. He's busy doing his, we're busy doing our, a lot of times we just run out of time for him. So it's no real joke. All right, let's keep it moving. Looking in the peanut gallery. Elliot Brown says, all he does is lie. He basically ran both campaigns on 5th grade class president promises. That's funny. Does the Haynes on the West Coast says, does the Let's Go Live team have the scoop on why YouTube was down last night? I didn't even know. I didn't know. I saw Boyce Watkins. I was watching his on Facebook and he was like, he's Boyce. Oh man, he's different. He's different now. He wasn't always this way, but he was getting real conspiratorial. He's like, I don't know why my stream is down on YouTube. You can take a guess, but I don't know. So I didn't even know YouTube was down until I went to his situation. So no, we do not have the scoop on what was up with that. Zuckerberg, as Zuckerberg would say, Facebook never goes down. All right. I want y'all to take a look at these people, man. It's a local story to people in the DMV area. It's a crime story. I don't really do crime stories. I just want y'all to look at these faces and these names. Something jumped out to me as funny. Unfortunate situation. I'm not making fun of what happened, but 3 of these people were charged in a Silver Spring, Maryland auto theft ring. And I'm like, all right, so okay. So Maria Argueta, right? We can come back to her. Chastity Martin. Some names. Now this ain't. I ain't even talking about just because they black, or I don't even know if they're black. I'm not going to assume. But Chastity. That's almost like when they came with the name Chastity, right? I'm gonna name you. I'm gonna name her. What? You got a name picked out for? Yeah, Chastity. Oh, that's pretty. How you spell it? Like it sounds. And then that's what happened when they got to the hospital. You just spell it. The nurse was like, "What's the name?" Just spell it like it sounds. And because I don't have a spelling for it. Chassa D. All right. And then Umberto or Humberto. This is a motley crew right here. So what they did was they was found in a stolen car. They had burglary equipment. So they was about to go do a job, pull a jukes. You know, that they business. I ain't judging on that. I'm not scrutinizing. Here's what I am scrutinizing. Let's go back to Maria. Maria, do you want your mugshot to forever be tied to the pandemic? Come on, man. You're gonna have kids and grandkids out here one day, man, and this picture's gonna surface. And they're like, Grandma, why you have a mask on? What was happening? Oh, let me tell you. Man, we was out here hitting licks during the pandemic. We was out here hitting licks during the pandemic. You know, couldn't go nowhere without your mask on. So we were robbing with the mask, think we would get away with it because everybody had the mask on. So when I got arrested, I didn't get a chance to take my shit off. They had my hands behind my back. So that's how they took it. Man, if you don't take that off for the mugshot, you could have asked somebody. You look whole crazy out here, man. She's got the mask on in the mugshot. I'd be willing to bet. I would be willing to bet. And she went in there and on some funny shit, she tried to take the picture with the joint over her face. And it was like, look, can you please? And they took the joint down. Unbelievable. John Watson says she may be a criminal, but she was being socially responsible. Hilarious. Yeah, Nola says I had to stop. Wait a minute, let me stop this screen. Had to stop watching boys for a while. Yeah, I'll be with him. Just give me every other day. But he hyped now ever since the Ice Cube stuff. And I'm gonna keep reminding y'all. So if you can put your own piece to the puzzle together, but the contract with Black America was largely his words. So he's amped, he's hyped because his words went national. So that's a big deal. No knock, it's not scrutiny. It's just his energy is a little different these days. But anyway, still my mess. Shout out to Boyce Watkins. All right, next door. Oh, we moving too. We moving right along. Just a few things, minutes y'all ain't gonna see on the regular news. My G's how's the weather where y'all at? Because my G's is real funny style, and I got the joint plugged in to the thing. All right, here's an interesting one. Slow news day. Because I feel like somebody lying in this story. I don't buy it one bit. So this one says, there's a guy who leaves a key under his doormat for thieves to find so they could have a chance to change their life. All right, let's try to read as much as this is possible before I just stop believing it. There are thousands of different little ways, and this is from Board Panda, I guess a blog site. There are thousands of different little ways for us to make our lives feel a tiny bit more interesting and special. Back in the good old days of childhood, we didn't even have to think about those things. They used to come to us naturally. All right, skipping forward. All right, there's a video on TikTok that recently went viral, and it immediately reminded me of this whole making your life feel a tiny bit more special thing. All right, let's see. Let's watch it. Can we watch it from here? in disbelief, or is that a screenshot? I think that's a screenshot. Anyway, in the video, a guy named Alex Byron explains why he always leaves a key under his doormat in a very obvious place. The video has gone viral and it currently has 15.5 million views and over 4 million likes, as well as over 20,000 comments. The only explanation for that is people are dumb. I just added that. All right. So he says the idea for TikTok came to me randomly while I was standing in my driveway. I wanted to pack mystery and inspiration into a real world TikTok. So there's the key under his doormat. This is, oh, let's watch it. Let's watch it. I ain't gonna read that whole shit. Let's watch it.
This is a key. It goes under my welcome mat in a very obvious place. Alex, why would you do that? Isn't somebody going to break into your house? Well, actually, there are a lot of break-ins in this area, and every 6 months to a year, I'll notice that the key's missing, which means people are trying. But here's the thing. It's not the key to my house. It doesn't unlock anything around here. The reason I put it down there is that if a robber finds that key, there's going to be this moment in between the joy he feels thinking he's about to get in to the disappointment, realizing it doesn't work. And I hope that there'll be a moment of reflection there where he'll think, what am I doing with my life? And maybe he'll change. Now, you're probably also wondering, what is that key? I'll tell you. If any of you robbers are seeing this TikTok, look at the number on that key. It unlocks a safety deposit box at the West End Van City Bank in Vancouver. And in that safety box, we've got some money, we've got a self-help book, and a chance for you to start a new life. Good luck.
Hey, man, you lying. You lied. Nobody believe that, man. No one believes you. No one believes you. So now all of a sudden you oh, these are the comments. They're funny. No one so hey man, nobody believes you, man. I'm not buying it, man. That's entrapment. It's something to that. You come try to B&E his crib if you want to, or the safe deposit box. He look like I'll be watching true crime and Criminal Minds and all that, and Unsolved, Dateline on ID. You go get that key from his house. First of all, you're on his Ring camera. You go to that post office box. He's following you. You go in there and get all them self-help books and all that. You open that drawer up and there's like this little mist pop out. You unconscious, man. He got you in a hotel room, butt naked, face down, getting a full Andrew Gillum in that joint. You better stop playing. Them be the one. Look at his face. Self-help. Yeah. Either that or you try to try that door, man. You come 2 feet into that house, man. It's he going full-fledged. Officer, I was standing my ground. They was coming into my house. Yeah, you talking about self-help. He help you look at your life better. Are you kidding me? Man, he probably eating dudes. Pause. He probably, man. White's going white, man. Sorry to say it. He trying to help himself. All right, let's go now live to our New York Bureau Chief, John Watson. Bureau Chief, welcome to the program. Let's go live. What's good with you?
Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, real quick, as soon as somebody pick that key up, you're gonna get an alert. Congratulations, welcome to the game. You have 24 hours to hide yourself and find a new location. You are a part of the hunt, bro. The game has begun.
Jeez, the hunt. Oh man. Do you imagine the sunken feeling in your stomach if you got that message?
Hey, as soon as you pick up that key, it's like, the game has begun. You're a part. Yeah, so I can see that happening.
Yeah, you're a part of the hunt. No way. Which I would like to play a game.
If you survive the night and make it to the deposit box, you will get $1 million. If you do not, you will die.
Man, I would like to play a game.
Right.
It gets the hose if it doesn't put the lotion on. Oh, jeez. Oh man, this guy, 20 million views. I'm doing something wrong.
He's hunting people with that joint. Trust me.
Oh, definitely.
This is a joke that came up missing off that. You know, every time that key goes away, you know what I'm saying? That's a joke that ended up missing.
No, that makes me think he's done it a couple times successfully already.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now he has to run a commercial. He's just got free publicity.
Right. That's the escape clause. I just put it out there for
No,
absolutely not.
I'm just trying to change lives. You know what I mean? Oh, that's terrible.
That's all. I couldn't hold that joint for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Hey, and we'll bring it back for tomorrow too. All right, our bureau chief, New York bureau chief, John Watts, ladies and gentlemen, co-host of All Fun and Games on Fridays, which is tomorrow. Yeah, man, that's a crazy story. We may have to revisit that and keep it going. Take your input tomorrow. All right, moving on. That's a wow. Hey, your ass in that joint, butt naked in a he got a bee farm out back. You wake up butt naked with boots on and a diaper and a bucket of honey set to a timer over your head. Man. All right, too much. Next story. All right, where we at? We good on time. We might even be able to make rolling tonight. Oh, this is funny. This is a little, you get couple little gems on social media. Hopefully this page isn't refreshing. My G's is real sus today. Everything's like lagging and I'm buffering and all that. This is how hard these 70 million. You know what? So I got a new nickname for the 70 millionaires. We was calling them Trumpers or whatever. The term racist and bigot has been used so much that it's just, it takes the sting out of it. So it's not really, you just throw the word around. So I'm gonna call them the 70 Mills, the Millers, the 70 Millers, those types of people, 70 Millers, right? I got some old footage. I saw this on, this was on Twitter, came across my Twitter of some 70 Millers. Oh man, the page ain't loading. Oh man, that was a funny, let me hit the refresh. That was a funny tweet. Y'all might have seen it, the Frankie Lyman video. This came from the grapevine and the root. Oh man, it ain't loading. I gotta exit out and go back to my email and send it to myself again. It was funny. 70 Miller. So that's my, oh, here we go. Let's try it. I feel like this is the same site I had an issue with last time. Same website. Yeah, I think it is. All right, let's go. So let's watch this joint. Let me see if it moves. Oh, I can't move it. Dang, the root. What y'all doing, man? Hey, it's a funny video. So anyway, it was Frankie Lyman on one of them old dance shows in like the 50s. And it was showing the white people in the audience, and they was just like unimpressed, unenthused. Like you can't put your hatred aside for 2 seconds and enjoy the music. Like y'all on TV. Oh man, I wish I could see it. Maybe if I went straight to Twitter, maybe I'll do that. Hold on. Stand by. I'm gonna go straight to Twitter because we need this. We need it. You need it in your life. Give me 2 seconds. It's on Twitter under whose account is that? It's like a TikTok, I think. Oh, African Archives. All right, let's do that. Let's go straight to Twitter and get it. Because my G's is sus right now. My bandwidth is struggling. I struggle bands. African Archives. Twitter always be strong, man. How they do it? I don't know. You tell me. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm typing with one hand. Frankie Lyman. Where the Frankie Lyman jumps? Where the jumps at? Oh, here we go. All right. So let's get it. Stop that share. Share that screen. Hey man, it's a live show. It happens. I think you would be all right. You'll be A-okay. All right, here we go. This is funny. All right, let's watch this together. Look at her face, though. Like, that's Frankie Lyman. How you not? Oh, what's up? Play the gents, man. Oh, that's a steal. That ain't even the video. They got my neck. Got my neck. African Archives. I'm gonna have to follow them. They got like a lot of little good, nice content right here. Stand by, y'all. Because I don't know how old this video was. I'm clearly late to the party. Don't you hate when you get to a tweet late and you see 17,000 people done commented already and you try to say something funny and that shit just don't land? All right, here we go. Now, that's just one. Man. Joke dead now. It ain't even funny no more. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. I'll find it and save it for tomorrow. Yeah, let me do that. Because y'all wasting my time. All right. It was funny though. Title of the article was like, you can't even put your racism on hold. Yo, my Jesus, super sus right now. I can't even, I got the little the red bars. It's not even happening. Like none of these stories are loading. Unfortunate. It's the weather. All right, this is one last story, and then we're gonna try to show my man. I just want y'all to see the headline. Let's just go with the headline for this one. This is what I'm talking about. This the type of story that I be here for, man. I don't even want to read the whole article. This is where I'm at with it. Your man over there, he for real. So man's student caught with a customized Louis Vuitton handgun on a train in East London. So, you know, in London, England, like handguns are outlawed. So it's like nobody, like you can't, it's not the thing, right? So gun crime over there, although it's on the rise, it's never really been a big thing. Now they got homicides, but they big thing over there is stabbing. Like mans will just roll up on you and start poke you, bloody poking you, right? But yeah, I can't move this one. Oh, let's read it. Let's read it. He was a student found carrying a Louis Vuitton branded handgun on the. They got a picture. Oh, he's tripping. Is that bitch handmade? Oh, I didn't even read the article. It's the officers investigating the case suggested he had an unhealthy interest in firearms. You think? What kind of bullshit is this? Did you cut up I'm thinking when I read this story to pull in, I was gonna be like, yo, I'm into all the, the London crime joints, Top Boy, Summer House, you know what I'm saying, Bulletproof, Blue Story, like I'll be on them joints. And I was like, yo, that would be kind of fly to have get the custom monogram handgun. It must be some fly shit. I didn't even read the story. I was like, I'm gonna pull it up. And then this bullshit, like you threw your life away for, what is it? What is that? You tore somebody good purse up, handbag. Wow. He had a whole bunch of, they raided his house last year and he had a whole bunch of ammunition making equipment. Oh, you tripping. Oh, this joint was homemade. Man, he got 24 months. That's not a lot though. Oh, he's tripping. Look at this bullshit right here. What is you doing, fam? All right, we got to come up with some names. Let's come up with some names for this type of gun, man. This the handgun, oh man. Give me one so we can leave. We get a good one, we out of here. We get a good one. You always leave. That's on stage. You always leave on a strong punchline. John said that joint sounds like pew, pew, pew when it shoots. Okay. I'm trying to think though. Man, that's like a man purse. What do they call it? A merce? So if he carrying this, that means he's a mercenary. Oh, that might be it. You see? On the spot. This is a live show, man. He's a mercenary because he's carrying a merce. That's a gun. Okay, one more. If y'all got a good one, we're gonna leave on a good one. That joint clutch. No, because he cut up a clutch. The gun goes with his belt. Hilarious. Let's see. Give me a good one so we can leave on a good one, man. I know it's coming. I just shot my wad. I ain't got nothing else after that. But if y'all give me a good one. Louis Gat. I'm still with Mercenary. I think Mercenary still has still for is holding the lead right now. He's a Mercenary. If y'all can beat that, then we get up out of here. I'm trying to think of some purse lingo, some purse. Some Louis Vuitton done. Shot with style, okay. Top shotter, okay. Designer pistol. We're looking for punchlines to wrap this story in. That's how the show goes. This is how jokes get written on TV, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know how when they say you got caught, right? You got bagged. No? All right, we might have to say that one for tomorrow too. Anyway, it's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived at that around at that time. The first Louis 8. Getting warm. Oh, wait a minute. Haynes might have it. Somebody gonna get knocked off with a knockoff. I like it. I like it. Knocked off with a knockoff. I still think Mercenary for the win. Anyway. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in today. It's something like a podcast, man. We do it every Monday through Friday, 6 to 7, East Coast time, Lord willing. Please subscribe to all my social media situations and including YouTube. Turn the notifications on so you can get the little notice when we go up. Clutch 9 for the win. Wait a minute, a late entry. Clutch 9. I get half of that because I gave Clutch, so that's we co-wrote the winning punchline. Nola, I like it. Another weapons guy, I like it. I appreciate that. Clutch 9. That's actually kind of smooth. Clutch 9. All right. Anyway, so tomorrow, man, we back at it. All Fun and Games. New York Bureau Chief John Watson will be joining us for the All Fun and Games on Fridays. Hope to see you there. I'm at Karen Hunter Show, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, man, it's been a lot of, I've heard a lot of these. You know what I'm saying? Today. So if you feel like donating, what that means is either a funny punchline, thought-provoking, or just a simple pause. Feel like donating, $ Lamont King 06. And that's what it is. Patreon is still wide open. Become a patron and you'll never have to pay again. You just subscribe to us on a monthly basis and get all the content. Other than that, Mr. Clarkson, thank you for jumping on. In Studio G, our executive producer, all the regulars, shout out to y'all. I'm not going to say you individually. If you didn't bring anybody, newcomers, glad to have you. Please feel free to come back again. And Roland Martin, I am sorry we have run out of time. Once again, on behalf of Crispus, we good? My man Crispus, the Jolly Nigger Bank. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe, man. Stay out of trouble. Extended stay my ass. Get your ass about the White House, nigga.